Namaste and welcome to the Balanced Guitar community. My name is Ben Curtis, your yoga, music, and surf instructor. And today I'm going to show you a 10-minute warm-up which you can use all or little bits of to completely change and up-level your performance, whether it be guitar, surfing, yoga, or just life and feeling better. Do these exercises before each practice or each performance and you will elevate your playing to the next level. So thank you for being here. If you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe or like and enjoy the exercise. Without further ado, here we go. So in order to start, we want to do a dynamic warm-up. Since you're going to be playing and moving, you can do this either standing or on your knees. If you're surfing, you're on the beach, it's great to start standing. And just a simple swinging of the arms forward and back. And it almost looks too simple to be effective. But what you're doing when you're moving joints is this is dynamic stretching. And you're lubricating the synovial fluid around the joints, which is the area that helps it move with ease and flow. So once you've opened these and you're opening the biceps as you open your arms, the triceps as they go behind your head, and the shoulders forward and back. Next is a simple open and close movement. This is focusing more on the front of your deltoids and your back. And this is all also very important to do if you surf, play guitar, or do any forward exercise, even yoga, because most of that movement is forward and in front of your body and playing. And you really want to open up your back. So this is really good to reverse that, which brings us to our next exercise, which is simple forward swings. Rotations clockwise forward. You'll notice I'm bringing some extra special hand work to it, so squeezing the knuckles, thumbs out, and this really engages the body. And just doing these simple movements here also realigns the entire spine and skeletal structure. So most of you, whether you know it or not, if you've been doing music or surfing or yoga most of your life, your skeletal structure is also developing around that. And you can literally change your body one cell at a time with these simple exercises. So now we're doing reverse circles, and you'll start to feel a little bit of burn, especially if you're not used to moving this way. And that's strengthening your rear deltoids. Beautiful. Then you can relax that down. Take a breather. You'll probably have a little bit of tension there. And you can either, again, do the standing or sitting. If you're sitting, find a comfortable position, whether it's cross-legged or like this. And just by simply letting your head fall to one side, allow gravity to do the work. And if you intensify this, just swing your arm out a little bit. And it immediately deepens that stretch. Beautiful. And on the other side, we have all these intense stretches for all these great big muscles in our body, but we have very few stretches we know about for the little muscles. And also the trapezius, which are those big Arnold Schwarzenegger things here. But we all use them every day in all of these activities. All right, great. And then the last thing we're gonna do to warm up our shoulders is again coming to that cat claw pose I talked about, and bring your knuckles to your temples and just simply moving your elbows forward and back. All right, so I'm opening and closing. And you can even do this without weights. This is an awesome exercise. If you imagine squeezing your deltoids and your shoulder blades together as you go back, and then squeezing your chest forward as you come forward. And just that simple forward and back motion creates so much strength and also mobility in your shoulders. And the one thing we know is true is as you get older, you lose elasticity. So why do all those old people live so long? A lot of them move their bodies. Really simple, what we call functional movement here. Beautiful. We'll just do 5 more of those. Don't forget to breathe. Don't worry, you breathe whether you're thinking about it or not. But if you can intentionally breathe, you immediately bring more oxygen to your body, blood, and immediately healing and rejuvenating the body quicker. Awesome. So the last thing we've got to get into is the lower half of your body. Because yes, your legs and core are connected. Simple way to do that, just a few roll up and downs. First of all, just like yoga, mountain pose, feel yourself grounded. Actually feel your feet underneath you, supporting you, lifting you tall. Bring that tall spine in so that you don't develop that curvature as you sing, play, or become one of those old yogis, right? You want to open here Notice I'm rotating my arms outwards. It's also a good practice. And then we're gonna clasp our fingers together. I'm gonna turn around so you can see it from behind. And it's not one of these things, right? We see a lot of people do this, but bringing your wrists together, squeezing a palm like you're squeezing an orange actually protects your shoulders. Bring the shoulder blades together. And this may be just enough of a stretch for you alone. But if you want to take a little bit further, spread the legs wide and fold forward, taking the wrist overhead with you. Beautiful. That looks great. Don't forget to squeeze the palms together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Stay here for a couple more seconds. And if you aren't doing that, you can also just simply do a forward fold, or when you're ready to relax, just bring your hands down. To help release the lower back and neck, grab opposite elbows, let your shoulder move, your head move, nod your head no or yes, flap your lips. Relax your hands down. Then we'll just bring the feet under you and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Just like you're stacking your vertebrae on top of each other. Roll the shoulders up and back. Beautiful. And let's do that 2 more times. Roll down. And roll up. What we're doing here is literally massaging the spine. And this is going to literally change your entire performance level, whether it's in music, singing, guitar, surfing, yoga. Just a few quick movements will also change your entire brain chemistry. And lastly, to get into our legs finally, you can either do this standing as a standing split, or to bring this more into a restorative pose if you're at home, you can come down on one knee, place your hands on top of your thigh. We'll start with the right thigh. And make sure you're sitting up tall. Your tailbone's curved under, and that may already be a stretch for you here in your hip flexor. But if it's not, then just simply lean forward a few inches and breathe. And what we're doing here is we're opening the tight hips, which you'll, if you sit and play guitar, or if you sit on a surfboard, any activity, it's really great to open the hips. We store so much emotion there. And also the hip flexor. So your hip flexor here goes through to your pelvis and then attaches to your lower back. So if you have lower back issues or tight lower back, this is also a really great thing to do before and after exercise, or just in the morning and at night before you go to bed. This also helps you sleep, and we're gonna switch sides. Because you're wringing out toxins in your body. We store stress, memory, all kinds of things in our body. And as you release them, as you move through them, as you open your body, you allow space for growth. And as Richard at our Balanced Guitar Retreat says, inside of that space is where music resonates. That hollow space inside of you, the hollow space in your head, the openness of your body. Good. So you've done your legs pretty much. Sit back on your heels for a moment, just to wake up your thighs. We'll close with a child's pose. Relaxing your head down. Just make sure your head can rest on something, whether it's your hands, right? Maybe you stack up if you're really tight, or the ground if you're really flexible. Invite you to open your knees wide. Just make this a really calm, restorative pose. If you're about to go play or warming up, you could make it a little bit more active. Bring it out here. Walk it to one side. Take a deep breath into the side body. Walk it to the other side. Side body. Come back up. We'll just do a little bit of rocking here. Finish off warming up the synovial fluid in the joints of the wrists. Going one way and the other. And just stand, shake it out. And then you could do a little tap all the way down the body, like that. And up the back of the body. And your body is completely ready, restored for a new day, a new performance, and better you. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Balanced Guitar community. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Spread the word, and I hope that your body feels better for this. Tell us how it goes in your performance, and thank you. Namaste from Balanced Guitar to you. Now go play.